I've actually been in a certain situation where I walked into a room and there was like a ton of people doing it right in front of me, and they're like, "Yo, wanna do it?" And I was like, "Well, I mean, why not?" You know?
People actually have inside of virtual reality. This is a very common practice that you would never usually hear about from the outside. You would only find out when someone inside of VR tells you what it is. So now I'm here to explain to an outsider what you would have never known about VR. If you know me in real life, please stop watching this video. Virtual reality, aka erotic roleplay, or ERP as they call it. I was first introduced to this topic within 48 hours of buying my first VR headset. People looked at me weird for not knowing what it meant, and then unfortunately they explained it to me. Two people from across the globe can have virtual intercourse. They have full body trackers that are placed on the waist and both feet to directly manipulate the avatar's movement with your real life body. Instead of only being able to move your hands and head, your entire body is your controller. This takes VR to the next level of immersion. You go from playing a video game to being inside of one. At this point, you are the controller. You have full control over a virtual body. That means you can do anything, literally anything. There are clubs that have dancers and poles like in real life. There are private rooms like in real life, and you can lock the doors like in real life. There are 3D modeled worlds and rooms made just for ERP or getting freaky or dancing or stripping in VR, which shows that there's a big demand for it and it's actually pretty common. The way that this works is that people would upload their own NSFW avatars, aka not safe for work avatars, and they would go meet another person inside of the game and then eventually take them back to their place where they would get freaky inside of VR. Things get even more freaky when you don't have to pretend that you feel what you're feeling and you wear a full body haptic suit, like how I made an entire video of walking up to people, having them touch me inside of VR and I felt it in real life. This takes you to the next step of immersion where not only can you see people, but you can feel them as well. This gives real weight to the actions of the people around you. If someone gives you a hug or a pat on the back or a pat on the head, you feel real feedback from their actions. They go from being weightless and harmless avatars to punching you in the face or giving you a real hug. They have power, which gives the scary sense of realism. And people can use this for ERP or dancing or any other freaky activity. I'm pretty sure that's not why these things were made and that's not why these products were introduced, but I mean it works, so people are gonna do it regardless. There was a couple in one of my first vrchat videos that ended up meeting in real life from different countries and exchanging V cards just last week, and here's what they had to say about it. What are your thoughts on ERP?
You wanna go first or me?
You can go first.
Alright, I'll break the ice. ERPing is like an advanced version of thing. It's a little awkward because obviously you're seeing them move and talk to you back. You know what I mean? You know, some people dog on it all the time. It happens a lot more than you think. It's kind of like this untalked, like no one really wants to mention it, and people make fun of it and joke about it all the time.
We actually met in vrchat, and then like we grew a friendship and everything.
Another thing that is very common in the VR culture is being trapped, aka getting catfished. Not only does the person look like a girl because they're wearing a girl avatar, which anybody can do, but they also sound like one because they pay real money for a very sophisticated voice changer. This is the next level of trolling. I've seen many people get trapped or catfished before inside of VR when they're at the club and they see a girl dancing that talks like a girl, that sounds like a girl, but they're actually a guy. Like they would dance with this person all night and then go to a private room in VR and then they would get hit with the "Hey yo, what up, bro?" But surprisingly enough, you usually play video games expecting everybody around you to be a guy or to be a dude, but inside of VR there is actually a lot of real girls that play the game. I can confidently say that out of every single video game that I've played in my entire life, the game that has the most female users I've ever seen before is vrchat. I'm not sure what the exact reason of this is, but it's kind of cool to jump in this game and see how mixed up and diverse it actually is. And also because of this, people don't usually freak out when they hear that there's a girl gamer in the lobby because it's actually quite normal. Unless you're playing Call of Duty, then everyone goes crazy. One of the last things that you would have never known about VR is that people can take toxicity to a different level. Normally in other video games, someone just screams at you and plays extremely loud music, but inside of vrchat, it gives people the option to upload any 3D model they have and turn it into a social game, so people can upload a 9,000 foot avatar and ruin the immersion of virtual reality because it's obviously fake. On top of that, people can add shaders and particles to their avatar, which make extremely wacky colors and effects that puts a lot of stress on your GPU and CPU on your computer, eventually causing you to have to close out the game and open it once more. It comes to the point sometimes where there are crasher gangs of people that just have crashing avatars that go into public lobbies and just start crashing everyone's game client. I'm not sure what they get out of this, but it's a thing in vrchat and people actually do it. VRChat does give you the option to turn off shaders and particles for everybody that's not your friend, so that does make things a little bit better. If you did enjoy this video and you want to see more thought-provoking content, then hit that sub button, and if you did not enjoy this video, then don't hit that sub button because you're not going to watch my next video regardless. Thanks for watching, stay dreaming, stay lucid, I'm out, peace.